It's always kind of a rush to launch this thing because I've got a couple different pages going. I've got my live page. I have my StreamYard page here, and they're not both in sync. The actual feed to the Facebook page is about 10 to 15 seconds behind my live page that I'm looking at here. So I've got two different browsers open, and as you can hear, there's the opening track. So I'm just launching my page right now so I can get in sync and see the comments. So I'm excited today. Hey, Nicole, great to see you. I'm excited today because, first of all, I'm live. Second of all, every one of my cells is loving on my body, and I get to journey through this cool dream that we call life. And I get to connect with people all over the planet through this incredible technology. And so every time that I get to come on here and do this, can you hear me okay? I want to make sure that my volume's okay. And we get to connect with this incredible technology that has literally changed. Hey, Davia, great to see you. That has literally changed the vibration and the ability to share truth, authenticity, and truth, information that used to be kind of only accessible through the television, which is how everybody, the television, the school system, the system of religion, and history pretty much lowered the vibration of the planet through everybody just being constantly bombarded with low frequency disinformation. So when I finally began to, I don't know, I think I was born awake, and I don't say that with an ego. We're all born awake. We really are. Tune into this. However, when I was put into Catholic school in the second grade, I didn't know anything about conscious awareness or any of these terms that we use. Hey, Jamie, great to see you. But I got tossed into Catholic school with these really angry nuns, and I'm having to wear a little bow tie and a uniform every day and be quiet and stand in the corner. And I mean, it was like what I mean by 9:09. I love it. It's 9:09 a.m. right here where I am currently in Thailand. It's Wednesday morning, so I'm in the future a little bit compared to what many of you may be seeing right now if it's your evening in the USA or any other country where it's not Wednesday morning. But so when I talk about I was born awake, if you might hear somebody say that, you might think, yeah, this person's, in their ego. No, I'm sharing this to mirror anybody into remembering, oh yeah, we're freaking awake. It's just that we have been subjected to giving our power away to the external hologram, thinking that that's the reality. And this is the trick, because what I came to realize the more I did the inner journeying and saw how the external was constructed. Hey, Jody, great to see you. Jamie, it's -40 here. Okay. Sending Jamie warm energy to Alberta, Canada. That's cold. Wow. Okay, so when I began to see with a different level of awareness how the external reality was created and how I was creating more of it with my thoughts and my words and my beliefs, really super key. And then the frequency of the emotion that I would put behind my moment to moment thoughts, words, and beliefs. Hey, Tony, great to see you. Oh, cool. So Australia, it's Wednesday in Australia. You're actually, it's 9/11 right now. So it's 12/11 in Australia. So I began to see that whatever I focused my attention on, I would magnetize more of into my holographic field. Now, it took me a while to really figure this out. And it wasn't until I met one of my mentors, Don Miguel Ruiz, in 2001, that he invited me to look at the belief system. And this is really key. And if you've seen me speak before, or you've read any of my posts, you know that I put a lot of focus around this because it's the key. It's one of the keys. Okay. So the way I describe it and the way I dismantle it and the way that, hey, Lisa, great to see you. And the way that I go on these journeys with the people that reach out to me to do the one-on-one Waking Up in the Dream transformational mentoring every month is we've got to be able to see how this belief system was constructed in order to have the aha moment to go, oh, I see where it came from. And I also see how so many people, including myself, before I gain the aha moment awareness, that number one, my belief system isn't even mine. It's not even mine. It all came from outside myself, my parents, my grandparents. If you were tossed into religion, like I was growing up, the school system. Hey, Sarah, great to see you. The media, it's 24/7 fear-based program. They call it programming. They're not even lying about it. And it's just running 24/7. It's low frequency. It wants to grab your attention. And there's 30 frames per second going. And people don't even realize that they're being hypnotized and programmed. And it's quite a powerful tool. So the belief system, you've got to be able to see what it is, how it's not even yours. I mean, a couple of them might be yours. Like I ended up keeping 2 beliefs. Love is the answer in every situation. But that doesn't mean don't set up boundaries. I also have a mantra that I share with people that, anything other than love is not allowed in my field. It's like, it's just not allowed. And so if somebody shows up with judgment or toxicity, or they're projecting their manipulation or whatever, I don't get triggered. I observe. Hey, Hema, great to see you. I observe. I hold my frequency. And if somebody's being triggered or judgmental or whatever, I just kindly mirror them and I give them an opportunity to notice and observe what they're doing, where their frequency's at, where their story's at, and what they're attracting more of with their thoughts, their words, and their frequency. And if they don't want to shift out of it and go, oh, wow, thank you for mirroring me, then I'm like, I'm out of here, or you're out of here. There's just no tolerance for any disrespect or anything. But the key is to not get triggered, to not have to raise your voice. Anytime you're in a conversation, if you're triggered, if you need to raise your voice, or, God damn it, I'm right, or you can see it in somebody's face when they're holding that energy and they get triggered. And so the key is to just be gentle with yourself. Be gentle like you would be loving and kind with a little child, and just go, oh, I just got triggered. Okay. Take a breath. Very quick process for clearing all of this stuff, even decades and decades, and decades of wounds or programming. Feel it, catch it. Don't allow the mind to run the story of what he did, what they did. They always do this. I'm so sick of this. Never tell your body that you're sick. Be very careful with your words, because every one of those trillions of cells that are loving on you right now, you aware of that? This is a good one. I love this one. Right now, and ever since we've been in the womb, there are trillions of cells that are loving on you and serving you in every moment. And they're not asking for anything in return. That is unconditional love. However, they are consciously aware and they are listening to every single thought, every single word, and the emotion that you put behind those thoughts and words and beliefs. So when we're loving on our body and we're grateful and we're blessing it, and I do this every single morning, first thing when I awaken out of this sleeping dream, it's a love fest on my body. As soon as I realize that I open my eyes and I get another day in this reality, whatever we want to call it, we're dreaming all the time. We're dreaming right now, you know? So who knows if when we go to sleep, that's the real reality or what? It's all just dimensions and frequencies. And so it's really, really key to be consciously aware of how you're treating every one of those cells in this body, which just unconditionally loves us in every moment. So if you don't do the self-love process every morning, as soon as you awaken, before those 50 to 80,000 thoughts start running about what I got to do, I got to get up, I got to put on a pot of coffee, I got to get in the shower, I got to get ready for work, that's bringing 3D right back in with you into your 0 point moment. Every new moment is an opportunity to create and magnetize more of that which you do desire, that which you love, that which excites you. So the key to magnetize that in is to embody and feel that frequency, because we're magnets. That's what we are. It's the easiest way to explain it. We are magnetic beings. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa's on the journey with me right now. And we're going back and forth every day. And we're going deep through the trainings and the book and the mirroring. And yeah, if you do not consciously create your day first thing every morning, then you're just allowing the program to run. And I'm not saying or judging that your program's not great. I'm assuming and projecting that your program is amazing. It's love, it's excitement, and it's gratitude. And you're curious every day to create and be happy and be in love like a little child every moment, because that's the key. The key is to get back to being that little child every day. That's the key. And that's what these tools are about, you know? Waking up in the dream. It's about one part self-healing, which is easy. It's so easy. I see all these people, including myself, was struggling with dark night of the soul and how difficult it is to heal and get to the root of it and all the body. Feeling is healing. And the tools that I share in the book and on all my lives and on my YouTube channel, you can go in and use this stuff. You know, it's life-changing tools that took me decades to figure out. And that's why I love sharing this stuff, because of the results that I see people get when they get it explained to them in a way that they can understand and see how the program was running. Because the program can be really tricky. And this is why. The belief system that I was speaking about earlier. When Don Miguel Ruiz got us to look at this, I was in a very small group in San Diego, California in 2001. And he had us write down all our beliefs in a journal. And I'm just like, where did these come from? I'm like, these aren't even mine. They all came from outside of me. How interesting is that? My parents' lack around money religion. You're going to hell if you even look at the opposite sex or you say a cuss word. What? That's like some heavy destructive programming, you know? And so I was like, one of my biggest aha moments on my awakening journey was none of these beliefs are even mine. Wow. And then I put two and two together and I saw, but almost everybody is reacting to any information that goes against anything that challenges their belief system. Massive key here. Like, this is awakening 101 bomb. This is the nuclear bomb to get in a positive way. When you can finally see that the way that people are trapped in repeating 3D lower vibrational timelines simply because they can't see what the belief system is, where it came from, and how it is a 100% prison. Yeah, our belief system is a prison. Now, if you're aware, you might go, well, not every belief is a prison. You'd be right. I kept two beliefs. I kept love is the answer in every case, and I kept that I am truly a sovereign, unlimited divine being. Can I prove that? Not really, but I can feel it. And feeling and intuition are the keys to navigating this journey. Feeling and intuition. But we gotta blow out this belief system because it is a 100% trap. Yeah. So you can see everybody out there that's triggered or hating on somebody or sucked into the political mind trap, that it's all about beliefs. And the television and these other systems of programming, they know how to suck people in. They know how to play on your emotions, and they know how to suck you in and keep you trapped in repeating lower vibrational fear, doubt, judgment. I don't like them. They're doing this to me. Everything in the external is doing stuff to me, which is why I can't be happy. The hologram out there is 180 degrees reversed. You've got to be able to see this. Otherwise, we're trapped. Got to be able to see it. It's reversed. It's actually mirroring back to us that which we are believing in the frequencies that we are most holding. And yes, it is mirroring back to us, the collective as well. So like if you see a pedophile, it doesn't mean you're a pedophile. It just means that that's part of the collective mindset and toxic, wounded energy that's been going on for thousands and thousands of years. And now it's coming up to be cleared. You've got to be able to see, this is one of the big things that kept me trapped and wounded. In Catholic school, I was taught to be a judgeaholic. Judgment was the order of the day. The nuns were pissed. And I can only imagine they were pissed because now they were 75 years young and they realized that they gave up their entire life for a lie. And there's nothing wrong with Christ consciousness and love, okay? But the Bible is completely manipulated to give your power away to an external source. Praying, giving money, getting down on your knees in front of somebody nailed to a frickin' cross, okay? Hello. Drinking the blood. Hello. All right. That's all I'm going to say on that. But got to be able to see the program. And I want to let you guys know that this just popped into my head. This is a Q&A. So if anybody has any questions, please pop them into the comments, because it's really key, because what it does is it opens up portals of mirroring that other people can get some aha moments from. And it's always interesting that it seems like nobody wants to ask the first question. And then as soon as somebody does, then everybody feels like, oh, okay, I can ask a question. And it's great. And it really helps me because, I go over a lot of the same tools every time that are from the book, because this is a life-changing manual. It's one part inner healing, which is mandatory, which again, I said, it's not difficult to do the inner healing. It's just that we think it's difficult. It's really not. And why do you think the Dark Ones named it the Dark Night of the Soul? So it'd be the last place you'd go. It's so easy when you can just really tune in to what wounded you when you were a little child, or what pissed you off, or what your programs are that were mirrored to you by your parents, and thank every single one of them and forgive them. Healing is really just about feeling. And I do it almost every day of the week with people on calls, one-on-one like this. And they're like, oh my God, it's just so easy to do it, but it's the last place that most of us want to go. So we try, we get all our crystals and this is fine. This is great, but they're just tools. But they can be distractionary tools, like paying somebody else for a reading. And this stuff is all cool and it's fun. And I'm not saying it's not valuable. But the bottom line is, the quickest way to healing is to just go, what haven't I forgiven yet? And then understand that every single thing that happened to us, you, was part of your soul contract. It was already pre-agreed upon. Now, I can't prove that to you, and that may piss you off, because for many years I was pissed off. I'm like, I would have never chosen to come down here and go through 4+ decades of hell and pain and bullshit and wanting to commit suicide and checking out from the planet. But apparently I did, because I'm here. And now I'm having a frickin' blast. And it doesn't mean that I don't ever have a judgment or a trigger. It's just that I've taught myself how to create my reality every morning. I consciously do it while I'm still laying in bed with my head on the pillow, before those 50 to 80,000 thoughts start running. Oh, hey, Mona, thank you so much. Oh, synchronicity. Here we go. Everybody give Mona a lot of love. I love your profile picture. Such great energy. And your hair is perfect, man. I love that. So, the start of the day routine. Yeah. This is absolutely life-changing. The reason it is because so many people wake up and the mind just starts running. It's what it does. It's not like it's fault or anything. It's energy and thoughts. And that's what we are. We're energy, we're thoughts and vibration. And the strongest energies will usually start to run. So if you're you got fear going on, or you got wounds going on or whatever, those are probably going to start running right away. And so that's why it's so key to do the first part of this guide, which is the inner healing. And it's really easy. It's mapped out. And for anybody, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/portal to awakening. It's just like the website. And you can go there, and all my videos are free. And so it'll walk you through this stuff, And for those that just want to go all in and frickin' supercharge your ability to step fully into your soul's mission and purpose, those are the people that reach out to me and go on the one-on-one transformational journey. And I don't know anything that's more powerful. And I don't say that with an ego. It took me a long time to really own it, because I was like, I'm just trying to figure it out on my own. But after journeying with thousands of people and guiding them through this process, which I wrote for myself, I never planned on writing a book, ever. And even when I wrote it, I was like, oh, that stuff's already out there. I don't need to put it out. But a friend of mine told me, no, you need to put this out. This is like, these are the steps, and there's nothing left out, and it's key. So every morning, the reason why we commit to doing what I call creating your day. When I do this, I guess I should explain it. This is about being aligned. Boom. Like frickin' sticking a stake in the ground, or like a lightning rod going down from your higher self intention. Boom. So this whole journey is about alignment. Whatever you're aligned with frequency wise the most is what you're going to magnetize into your vibrating quantum field hologram. It's just a vibrating field. And there's all these different timelines out there. There's you. You're the big star, only you're much bigger than that, but just for these purposes. And then all these other timelines, these are just timeline possibilities. That could be your money. That could be your new, soulmate, whatever. If you believe in that, that'll get some people's minds spinning. They're just timelines. And they're already here. Anything that we can imagine already exists. So what pulls it into our reality? Sometimes it's an action step, but I can tell you more times than not, that if you become aligned and you're laying in bed, first thing I do, let me backtrack a little bit so Mona can get this, and anybody else that is interested in getting this. Because once you make this your daily go-to routine, you will begin to see your days start to line up. You will begin to see frequencies magnetized to you, and you'll be just like, wow, this works. Yeah, it works. Why does it work? Because you are the creator. You are the I am presence. Every thought, every word, and the emotion, which is the frequency, the vibration that we put behind that, is magnetizing these timelines to us. So if you're attracting, let me give you an example. If you're attracting the same wrong people in relationships, then there's a belief or a wound that's magnetizing that same thing over and over and over. Now, this is really good news, even though it'll piss you off in the beginning and it can be painful. But when you have the awareness to go, oh, my thoughts, I'm creating my reality. I'm magnetizing it to me. The reason I explain it as a magnet is because I think that's really, really simple for people to understand. You don't need to go watch a bunch of things on quantum physics and, Gaia, all this stuff. I'm not saying that's not good, but at the end of the day, I'm all about simplifying, and that's what this does. This book is not thick. It's everything's backwards. The hologram is reversed on my camera, so I need to turn everything the other way. Hey, Valentina, thank you. I enjoyed that comment. I appreciate that, because it's nice to see people out there that are tuning into this. And so, because to me, this is some of the most valuable stuff on the planet. This is it. This is how we're creating 5D and beyond. Okay. So if we were attracting things into our reality that we don't necessarily prefer, like for me, I was taught money was lack. Money is hard to come by all the time. And so I never attracted money into my reality. And I also had a belief that it was bad. Part of it, a small belief, but it was subconscious, so it was running. Because your subconscious, it doesn't decide whether your beliefs are good or not. It just runs them. This is really key to get. Subconscious beliefs just run. So it's like when we say something like, I'm trying, I want, I hope, I wish, those are weak words. The intention may be good, like, I wish you a happy birthday. That's kind, but I intend you have a happy birthday. Wish and hope is like, oh, I hope someday that I'll, have my soulmate. That's weak. That's not creating and going, I'm freaking aligned and I'm attracting somebody that's going to be the perfect mirror for me, that's done their own inner work journey. They're willing to look at their stuff. They're passionate. They're funny. They're happy. They're adventurous. And we kick ass together. And if I want that, I'll do it. And I don't even need that because I'm happy by myself. And yeah. So the morning routine, I call it creating your day. Step one, you just realize that we woke up out of what we call the sleeping dream. Your head is still on the pillow. The key to this process is to not get out of bed before you do this process. Do not get up to go to the bathroom. Do not step 1 foot out of bed, because as soon as you get up and you get going, the 30 to 90, 80 million thoughts are going to start running right away. And now you're back in 3D. Doesn't mean it's bad. You might wake up and go, wow, I'm excited. What a kick-ass day. I've already got my program, my positive reality, create my reality program going. If that's you, great. I'm talking to people that don't do this regularly and they want to really embody this and dial it in. So very key to do this first thing while your head is still on the pillow. What I do is, as soon as I realize that now I'm awake, first thing I do is I amplify my frequency, because that is the magnetic pull that's going to pull in and magnetize that which I envision. But that's step 2. Step 1 is loving on every single one of my cells. Loving on them. And the first thing I do is I close my eyes. I'm loving on my body. And guys might have trouble with this, but if you do, then it's a program to look at. I journey with some men in the UK, and they have a real big program around, be a man, don't be a pussy. And, a lot of men have heart attacks as a result of trying to be so strong and wear these masks and stuff. No, man, get playful and be in touch with your feminine side. If you don't balance it, you're not going to be balanced. So first thing, loving on your body. And then I drop a huge smile on as I'm rubbing every cell in my body. And then I tone. Toning, because I'm a musician, I love music, and I understand that vibration affects every cell and every particle around us. So I start out with like an and now I can feel on my chest, I can feel that vibration going through every single one of my cells. You might think this is funny. If you think it's funny, look at the program. What I can tell you is it works, and there's nothing more powerful that I know of. Okay? This is all about frequency, vibration, and alignment, and magnetizing that which we desire. So the key is, how strong is your magnet? Or are you repelling things away from you by your thoughts, beliefs, or your low frequency, i.e. money, or, not attracting the right person or whatever? So first thing, self-love. It's something that so many people overlook. And, there's a program running that says, oh, if you love yourself that much, then you're in your ego. See how these programs were set up to keep us from loving on ourselves? Because love is health. You want to be healthy? Love yourself. Love your food. Love everything you drink. Bless it. Love it. Okay? So we're still on the pillow. We're lying in bed. And As soon as I realize I just came out of the sleeping dream, I drop a big smile on. Why? Because it raises my frequency. And also because I know that doing this every morning and getting excited makes my life magnetize amazing stuff into my reality every single day. And I can tell you that that happens every single day now. And it didn't used to. I'm not lucky. I don't come from a rich family. I moved out on my own when I was 16. My dad died when I was 7 in a plane crash, and that was part of my soul contract. But that really messed me up as a kid. I didn't have a dad, and I felt really lost. And so I had a couple stepfathers, and I ended up moving out on my own because the home life wasn't ideal. But anyway, it was all perfect. Okay. So what is the gift here? What is the gift here? What is the gift here? Those are 5 of the most powerful words any aware person will ever ask. I invite you to write that down. What is the gift here? Every time you have a judgment, every time you have a trigger, every time you feel a wound, what is the gift here? And stop and pause and smile. Why do you smile? Because you know that you just became present, and you know that now you're going to get a gift. Even if you can't figure it out in that moment, you just stop the story from running 3D and pulling you back down. You became present. Boom. And being present is what it's all about. So we're still lying on our pillow. We're loving on our body. That raises our vibration. I'm toning. I love you, every cell. And I'm feeling it. And I don't feel funny about that anymore. I know that if I were to feel funny or judgmental about loving on my body, getting silly, getting excited, that's a program. Man, I'm here to love on my body, and I'm here to get playful. And anything that tries to pull me out of that is a 3D program. I will not allow that any longer. And I still have to play with it every day. There's still some programs running of things could be intense, or, I'm journeying with people and they're stuck in a country where, they're all locked down, and there's, but I constantly monitor my frequency. And I set alarms on my phone to go off every single hour. And I invite you to do that as well. And I'll touch on that as the last part. So first part, we just wake up out of the sleeping dream. We go in and we love on our body. We smile. And now our frequency is up. And it might take you a little while to really get dialed in on this. You might go for a few days and go, I'm not sure if this is working. All I can do is invite you to trust, because what I'm sharing is truly life-changing, truly. And the more times that you can come back during the day, this is why the alarms on your phone are so key, to just, you hear the alarm, and if you can, you come back and you go, okay, where's my frequency right now? I'm going to take 1 minute to take a breath. I'm going to smile because that raises my frequency. Now I know that my magnetic level of attraction is up. So now what am I going to envision? I'm envisioning all these incredible people, clients, friends, animals, abundance, money, health. Every cell in my body is vibrating. It's happy. It's healthy. It's healing. It's key. How many times a day can you come back and do this morning process? That's why we set the alarms. That's why I have everybody that I journey with every month set those alarms. It's non-negotiable. And if you think your mind will go, oh, I'll remember, that's a 3D program. Or I'll do it later. No. Those that are wise are on their phone right now going, okay, how do I figure out how to set an alarm for every hour? Okay, 10:22, 11:33, 12:44, 1:33, 2:33, 4:44, and have fun with it. And begin to watch those numbers start to show up. 9:44 right now. You can't make this up. I start to play with this stuff, and the hologram starts to mirror back to me what I'm playing with over and over and over. It works. So, to finish up this topic, we're lying in bed, we're loving on every cell, our vibration's up. Now what do? Now we envision that, listen to these words very carefully, We envision that which we have now already pulled into and manifested into our hologram, our life. Did you get that? I said we envision that which we have already manifested. Am I yelling? Sorry, I just get excited because this stuff works. I love it. So we don't see anything in the future. We don't go, I'm trying. No, there may be some things in the future. That's okay. But the key to manifestation is to see it is here now already 100% and to feel it 100%. And that's called alignment. If there's any doubts, that's just your higher self telling you that you're not quite aligned yet 100%. You may have to test it a little bit, but I promise you, if you'll just trust and go, okay, I'm going to trust this guy. Maybe he's full of crap. Maybe he's not, but I've tried everything else, so I'll try this. I'm not selling you anything here. I'm telling you what works. And so we've amplified our body. Every cell is vibrating with love and gratitude. And now I'm seeing all this stuff. It's already here. It's not in the future. It's already here now. And I'm happy and I'm going, yeah, I know this stuff works. Yeah, I love it. And today's going to be an incredible day. Everybody that I see, I'm going to smile at. Magic and synchronicities show up in my life. And guess what? They're not even magic. They're me magnetizing them in. Why? Because I say so, and my frequency is aligned with my excitement. Are you excited every day? That's the highest frequency. Excitement is one part love, one part gratitude, and one part, wow, this is cool being alive. And if I have a wound or I get pissed, I get pissed. I don't get pissed at anybody anymore because they're all my teachers and I see them that way. I get pissed at my computer once in a while because it can't go as fast as my mind is thinking. And then I know, okay, I feel that trigger. I feel the frequency of that. So I do my process. What do I do when I have a judgment or a trigger? I automatically catch it. I stop. I smile. And I go, okay, there's a little piece, a 3D that's coming up to be deconstructed and loved. Thank you. And, that's the process. And the book teaches you how to do it and how to track it and how to fill out a short little sheet every day at the end of your day, which will show you what came up for you. What are your triggers? What are your judgments? Do you still have anybody to forgive? No big deal if you do. No judgment around it. Just, the daily tracking sheet shows you where you're at and what to do. It's so simple. It's wonderful. And it works. And it's all included in the book. And you can go grab the book if you don't have it at half price today if you want. Here's a link. So the process is so life-changing that, it's one of the things that I talk about over and over. Why? Because almost every single person that I journey with is still holding some wounds, which is okay. It's what it is. But we are so powerful, and the journey gets so fun if we're just willing to show up and stop defending, stop judging, stop being triggered, and just go, what is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to teach me? Everyone is your mirror. Now, I used to be a judgeaholic. Okay, remember, I was taught that in Catholic school. So I thought the way that we fixed everything was to judge it and point it out. That's wrong, he's doing that, I was a judgeaholic. And yes, shining the light of awareness on things is how we clear them. But you've got to be careful with this one, because if you're judging and you're not clearing, then you're magnetizing more of everything you judge, which is why I wrote a whole chapter on judgment because it's the biggest addiction on the planet. It's not drugs. It's not alcohol. It's judgment. Look around. Judgment of ourselves, judgment of others. I don't like this. I don't like that. It's an automatic program, and the controllers knew how to manipulate this. Look at every commercial. Look at television. Look at the news. It's all fear all the time. The television, everything they sell you to make you feel better about yourself, or you're not enough until you buy this. It's 100% BS. And, all I can invite you to do is unplug from low frequency programming. Unplug from low frequency program. And now with the internet and people and stuff like this, there's no excuse that you can't go out and find the information and research, and ask a lot of questions. So back to finishing up with the question of creating your day. Okay. So we're loving on our body. And now we're seeing and envisioning and pulling in every single thing that we desire. Only again, the key is, and they didn't teach you this in The Secret. I know, because I gave away about 15 of those DVDs for Christmas. See it is here now, never in the future. It's okay to go, I see world peace in the future, whatever. But really, that's a trap. See it here now. The timeline already exists, but you can't see it. It won't come in until you're 100% aligned. It's so freaking simple. But that's why the dark controllers distract us all and keep us recycling on the same old lower vibrational stuff. So the key is, what are you focusing on right now? Where's your frequency? And when you create your day first thing in the morning and you set your intention, this is what I have pulled in, not what I'm going to pull in. Begin to watch your words and how you speak. A lot of people are just on automatic pilot with these spelling. I want, I'm trying. I mirror people. Like, sometimes my clients get frustrated, but then they're like, oh my God, thank you so much for mirroring. I didn't even realize I was saying that. I see people on Facebook saying, I'm so sick of this. No. Every one of your trillions of cells is listening to your self-talk. Never say, you're so sick. I hate. Hate is the lowest frequency on the planet. It's toxic. It creates disease. Be very careful. Monitor your frequency. It's really easy when you practice it. You can delete decades of automatic programs and judgments and reactions and wounds very quickly. Very quickly. I see it happen every month, every week, on every call I get on with people. I love it because it's truly life-changing, and we are shifting. When we do an internal shift, it raises the vibration of the collective. It does. So you don't have to worry about what everybody else is doing out there. Just align your frequency, because you're really the only one if you really want to break it down. So we have any other questions? Let me see here. Stephanie says, the other day I was at Walmart and I ran into this man who was so kind and such a man of God. It was truly refreshing. He said he was good because God woke him up and he couldn't be any better. Yeah, cool. Everyone is God. God's not out there. You're it. So many people want to think that, somebody out there is more powerful than them or whatever. Yeah, the Creator created all this stuff and we're remembering. But you are God, basically. And it's not blasphemy to say that. Understand, you are creating your reality. God created his reality and he saw that it was good. And then separation happened and man came in and, started to have false beliefs and judgments. And that's where all the wounds were created. And, we're cleaning that up now. So yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah. So if anybody has any other questions, pop them in. And I'm Whoops, I just clicked on that. You are very awake. Thank you so much for that kind reflection. So are you. Anything that you can see, that's you. You're it, you know? So if anybody has any other questions, pop them in. If you've been sitting back going, oh man, I really want to ask this question, but I feel a little bit vulnerable or whatever, that's okay. You're safe here. This is a non-judgment zone. You know, it really is. And before we go, I'll wait and see if there's any questions. But what we can do is, there's a link down there for every month. I journey one-on-one with 4 people, sometimes 5, but that's all, because we're going back and forth every single day. And it's the most incredible. I wish I would have had that when I was waking up 25, 30 years ago. You know, it's just a process. But when you get in and you're mirroring this stuff and you're doing the tools in the book and watching the trainings and you start to see the program, you're like, oh my God, everybody should be taught this. Yeah. So this will be taught in school. I'm currently in the process of turning the book into a manual for children, because this is what we should have been taught in when we're 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years young. As soon as we're able to understand what a trigger is, an emotion, and how our belief system creates our reality, it's going to change everything. It's changing everything. It's already done. But I get to play with it, and we get to play with it. So if anybody's interested in going on that journey, go to the website and just read about what we do on this 30, 60, or 90-day journey. And it's the most life-changing thing that I've ever experienced. And I paid tens of thousands of dollars for every spiritual book and 3-day seminars. And I was all pumped up for a few days or a week. And then my programs were just running again, because none of them taught me how to go in and dismantle the stuff like this book does. And I'm not saying nobody else out there knows how to do it. Please do not get me wrong. I'm just saying no book. There were little pieces here and there, but nobody gave me all the pieces. And so I wrote the book so I would remember. I didn't plan on writing a book. I just went, dude, you need to make sure you never forget this, and create your day every day and go in and stop and catch and heal every trigger and every judgment, because they're about you. And every judgment is attracting more of that which you judge. The hologram is reversed. Remember, note to self. So that's what waking up in the dream is. And then it just became an international course. So, okay, good one. Thank you, Sarah. Explain mirroring. Okay. So when I talk about mirroring, I'm talking about the process that I do. Like right now, if somebody were to come on, I used to do lives where I would have people come on, and I may do that again. But when I'm journeying with somebody in a session or through the waking up in the dream transformational experience, the way that I assist people in dismantling decades of wounds or limiting beliefs is we get on a call and they start telling me what's going on. And right away, I can see what their story is. I'm just trained. I've done it with myself, and I do it with people. So I mirror them. I reflect back to them, and I show them, okay, do you just see what you just said? Do you realize that you're pulling more of that into your reality? Do you realize that you think that somebody out there is the reason why you're angry? No. Your reaction to eating that poison and still having an underlying belief or wound is the reason why you're triggered. They're your teacher. They're your greatest teacher. They're just mirroring back to you the energies that you're still holding. So yes, everybody is our mirror and our teacher. And when you can get to the point where you thank them and you go, oh, wow, thank you, then you know that you're clearing some deep stuff. And that's what I love, getting on calls with people. And that's why I love this technology, because people can come on here and ask a question and I can mirror them and everybody benefits. We're all growing together. So it's multiplied through this wonderful technology here. And yeah, so this is what I do every month with people that want to do it. And then I come on twice a week, sometimes more, and I do these, free waking up in the dream Q&As. Okay, cool. So Sarah, so you got a little piece of that. Yeah. So it's really key, you know? So the questions to ask ourselves to heal are, what triggers me? Who or what have I still yet to forgive? And, what am I judging? That's it. It's really easy to clean this stuff up when you're ready, people. It doesn't take years. It doesn't take decades. You just have to understand how to do the process. And this is what I share on every call. It's my absolute passion to do this because I've never found anything that works faster. And the beautiful thing about when you can see the program, you'll never be able to unsee it. Once you see the program, you're like, oh, okay. Now you still may have a trigger or a wound. You still might have a memory that you have to clear a couple times, but you'll just be like, oh, I see that now. I see that everything I judge, more of that starts to show up. So I want to thank that. Every time I catch a judgment, I want to catch it, take a breath. This is all outlined in the book. Very easy step by step. And I go, okay, what's this trying to teach me or show me about energies that I'm still holding? Man, when this is taught in the first grade, and it's going to be very soon, because the kids that are coming into the planet now, they're more switched on. They're more awake. And the whole school system has been nothing but a program to squash people and to teach them not how to think, to teach them what to think, and to program them to give up 65, the best years of their life, to go into the system. That's being dismantled very quickly. So it's all good news. So my question is, are you excited right now? Are you excited? And if you're not, then you must be running some kind of a program. Because if you're alive and you're breathing right now and you're not excited, then the only invitation is to go in and figure out why you're not excited. Because this could be your last day on the planet. This is a magical gift to be on this earth. There is no better planet than Earth. I don't care what anybody says. I see these pictures of these other Earths with, glass towers and stuff. I don't see Mother Nature and all the animals. And man, Earth is the best place. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in no hurry to leave this planet. Every day I go out and I see the flowers and the streams and the birds and the animals and the fruit. I mean, I'm in Thailand. It's just unbelievably showering us with plants and flowers and bananas and coconuts. And I mean, this is everywhere. It's not just Thailand. The key is, do you have the awareness to see that you are being showered with love in every single moment? Do you have that awareness? Thank you, Elaine. Yeah. Because if you're not excited, the invitation is to figure out why not. Because that means that you're running a 3D program. And it's okay. It's just that once we get excited and we understand what the highest frequencies are that magnetize in and create our ideal reality, then we're just like, well, I'm not going to allow anything into my frequency that isn't of the highest frequency, because it's affecting every one of my cells. Do you know that you can actually heal your body? Yeah. You don't need to go to a doctor. And most doctors were trained by the medical system to prescribe to you all unnatural, toxic chemicals. Yeah, first it'll piss you off, and then it'll wake you up. Okay? So You got to be able to see the programs in order to clear them. If there's any final questions, pop them in. And for anybody that's still here, we'll do I love this comment. Yeah, thank you, Pam. Life is so exciting. Yeah, it's freaking exciting. Are you kidding me? We get to create whatever we want. But when we got bamboozled into all the lies and all the fear-based programming of lack and pain, and everybody's trying to attack you, and, oh, there's going to be another war. Nah. I check out of that. I don't buy it. I'm creating my reality, and I'm aligning with people that are creating their reality. And I'll tell you what, the people that I attract into my life, and I'm not saying this with an ego, they're all magic makers, or they're people that want to learn how to be magic makers. And together, we all mirror each other and we lift each other up. You know, and I'm currently living at this Maladara Retreat Center where I facilitate and share these tools along with Ploy, who's the owner here. Big shout out to Ploy. And yeah, man, we just dive into this stuff every day, and we do music. We do sound healing. We have a saltwater pool. We have we've got a sauna. We've got a huge yoga pavilion out here on the property. We've got a huge dome sound healing room. And this is what we choose to do, and it's a blast. And we've got a vegetarian kitchen where, you know, we're creating all these high vibrational drinks and foods, and it's a blast. And if you're not doing that right now, don't judge yourself. You know, I used to live in a recording studio and eat at Taco Bell and Jack in the Box almost every single day. Okay. I did that for years, you know, and then I was like, okay, I learned about vibration, and I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. Let me have a little deeper look at this. So now I only put things into my body that I know are high vibration. And it's a process little by little. So don't beat yourself up if you're not there yet. I'm not a strict vegan. I don't judge other people that aren't doing what I'm doing, because that's toxic. Judgment means that I'm still running a program. Judgment means that I've still got a wound. So these are the keys. I invite you to tune in and to get on board, you know, because it's really, 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 really wonderful stuff. So let's dive in. And right now, oh, thank you so much. What a beautiful reflection. I love your picture. It opens up my heart. Yeah, such a beautiful smile. So yeah, what a beautiful way to be. You're already that. So last thing, let's amplify and blast the field with a ton of love. So what we're going to do is, I can either do the Tibetan bowl, or I can do the Native American flute. I don't know which one, because I love them all. I don't know which one. Okay, I'm going to do the Tibetan bowl. I'm just trying to think what's easier to do while I'm kind of explaining this a little bit. So the key is, okay, the key is to amplify our frequency, to open up our hearts. You know, that's it. And then as you do that, I'm going to invite you to envision a healed planet, to envision every one of your cells dancing and vibrating at the highest level, to envision everybody on the planet healing and forgiving everybody else. And know that your thoughts are affecting every cell in your body. So if nothing else, if you don't believe that, if you don't know, 1010 right now, I love it. Yeah, I love it. Valentina, hey, not in my hologram. Yeah, high five. So these are the keys. Where's your frequency right now? Are you creating your day first thing every morning? Are you loving on every cell of your body? And then how many times during the day are you coming back to do that? Rinse and repeat. That's it. That's all there is to it. Are you excited? Because if you're excited, then that means that your magnet is magnetizing more of those timelines that match your frequency, whatever your frequency is right now. So if you're pissed off, then you're going to be attracting more pissed off people. Maybe at the hair salon, all the women that are talking about, yeah, my husband, he's a prick too. And you know that thing, but we can laugh about it and send them love. Always send anybody love that's in pain. Don't judge them. Because if you judge them, that means that your ego's still running the judgment program and you're going to magnetize more. When you figure out this magnetic thing, everything, and I'm not saying you haven't, but I'm just speaking here to anybody that might see this 10:11 right now. Gotta love it. When you figure out that every thought, every word, every belief, and your vibration are magnets, you'll start cleaning stuff up real quick because now you've got the keys to creating your ideal reality. It's such a great thing. That's why I love doing this. That's why I invite everybody to tune in to the tools in here. And it doesn't mean you have to go buy the book. I'm not trying to sell you. But for the cost of a lunch, you can go grab this book right now or give it as a gift to somebody. And if you don't want to buy it or you don't have money, go to my YouTube channel. Watch those videos for free. It'll mirror you. It'll get you to see the programs. Every video on my YouTube channel, Portal to Awakening, is free. They always will be. It's cool, And if you dig what I'm doing here, and you want to donate or anything, then here's a link right here. I'm doing my sales thing. I would never post anything like that before because I had a belief that that's wrong. That's like begging. I'm not begging. I'm giving away so much of my time every week and I love it. But if somebody wants to donate and they're like, wow, you changed the way I see my reality, then you can donate. If you don't want to, don't get triggered. But if you do get triggered, it's good. Look and see if I just triggered you by posting a donation link, because I used to get triggered by people that did that. It's so cool when you begin to see it and you can just track your moment to moment frequency and you start to clean up decades of funk. And then you start to really see how the program runs. It's so much fun. So much fun. So you guys ready? You ready to rock and roll? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to tune into our body just for a minute or two. I'm going to rock this Tibetan bowl. I'm going to get it humming. And we're going to go in and we're going to smile. And we're going to, okay, so let's reenact the morning create our day thing. Let's just do it right now. So what we'll do is first thing, we'll smile, we'll go in and we'll love on every cell of our body. We'll take a couple slow, deep breaths. We'll amplify our field and I'll guide you through it. I'll do my best not to talk too much, but then in the end, we're going to take that vibrational energy that's loving on every one of our cells and we're going to amplify it. And we're going to send it out to everybody and anybody that needs it. And we're going to know that we are affecting the quantum field and we are speeding up the new Earth timelines. We are. I can guarantee you that we are. Ready? So here we go. So we're just going to, if you want to close your eyes, you can. If you want to put your hand on your heart, you can. And we're just going to tune in. And the number one goal is to give gratitude and love on every one of these cells that's loving you in every moment. And by doing that, you're magnetizing and amplifying your vibration. And then the second part is you can just see and envision that which you have pulled into your world, your frequency, your life. And do you notice that I said that which you have already pulled in? It's not in the future. It's here now. See it, know it, own it, and watch the magic happen. Okay? Here we go. Are you smiling? Send your love and gratitude to every cell. It's been loving you since you've been in the womb. It's loving you right now. Purifying your blood, beating your heart, running every function without you even having to think about it. How cool is that? Whoops. Trying not to blow out your ears here, but there we go. Okay. So now envision anything you desire as already here. The romantic partner, the money, you are abundance. Money wants to flow to you. It is flowing to you. See it. Smile about it. Whatever you need that's part of your soul contract is already destined to come to you anyway. So why not have fun and get excited right now and put on a hell yeah smile in vibration? All right? So as we're feeling it, now we're going to send this all out to the entire universe, to anybody that needs some upliftment, to anybody that's feeling in pain, to anybody that's feeling some fear right now. See your heart opening up like a huge frickin' crack, and red lava's coming out, but all this white light is just blasting and flooding the planet. The brightest light, like when Jesus comes down and he's just blasting the whole planet with light. That's what's coming out of all our hearts right now and going out to the whole collective. Boom. How's that feel, Creator? Kicking ass. Should be so stoked about yourself right now. Yeah, this is how we shift timelines. 33 comments. Gotta love it. Thank you to everybody that has showed up, that's holding the frequency on this call, that's tuning in, that's going out from here forward and consciously creating your day, setting the alarms on your phone, catching every judgment and trigger and stopping and going, okay, there's one. Oh, I'm going to stop. I'm going to ask, what is this trying to teach me right now? And show me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank every single person that gets you to go into judgment or trigger, and bless them. Bless them for playing their role for waking everybody up. Send love and healing to the pedophiles. Send love and healing, yes, even the people that are wounded and trying to harm you. Because if you judge them, you're amplifying them and you're giving them more energy. No, just send them love. I forgive you. This is key, a real big one. So thank you, everybody. All right, I got 7 comments. Let me see. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Mona. Thank you, Valentina, Elaine, Leonard. Great to see you. Everybody, Pam, and everybody that shares these, because I don't know anybody that couldn't use some of this. And I don't say that with an ego. I know these are the tools. I know this is why we're here. And, you know, anybody that needs some upliftment, share this with them. You know, share the book with them, or send them to the Portal to Awakening YouTube channel. You know, it's great stuff. It's great stuff. You're so welcome. Thank you, Stephanie, for showing up. I love all of you. And I'll be back again, I think, tomorrow, because tomorrow's my Thursday, but it's my regularly scheduled Wednesday call in the States. So share this stuff out. If you have any questions, you're interested in going on the journey, doing any healing stuff, send me a private message or go to the link that's scrolling down there. And yeah, that's it. Have an incredible day. Thank you for sharing this time with me and with the world. Have an incredible day or evening wherever you're at, and we'll catch up soon. Much love and gratitude.